Today we're going to sketch, plan, and prep for our Slab Sugar Skull project. I'm going to go ahead and begin by opening the Adobe Draw app. You can see I was already working on one. I'm going to go ahead and go to my main project page, and I'm going to start a new project. So on the bottom right hand corner, I'm going to click the orange plus sign and choose Letter Portrait Format. I'm now going to go ahead and bring in the sugar skull template, the blank skull that we saved to our camera roll. So I'm going to hit the plus sign on the right, and I'm going to grab an image layer from my iPad and choose the blank skull. I'm going to go ahead and pinch out to make it as big as I can so I have lots of room to draw. I'm now going to bring in another image layer for some inspiration. I saved an image to my camera roll of some sugar skulls that I liked. So this would just help me generate ideas and see some variety. So I'm going to go ahead and pull another image layer from my iPad, and I'm going to go ahead and just pinch it down, and I'm going to just kind of put it in the corner because it's not going to stay there forever. So it's okay if it's kind of falling off the page because we're going to make it disappear later. So to get started on this, what I want to do is I want to first take care of my layers on the right. So I'm going to pull my draw layer all the way up to the top, and I'm going to bring my skull up above the image, or vice versa. So when I'm on my draw layer, I'm probably going to begin with the basics. So the eye sockets, the nose, and the mouth. I have my black brush selected on the left-hand side. I'm going to bring it down a little bit in size. And I'm just going to begin by drawing, the eye socket. So I'm going to go ahead and create a circle-ish shape that I like. I'm going to click and hold to fill it. And if I want, from here, I can kind of expand the edges if I want to refine the shape a little bit more, the silhouette of it, until I'm really, really happy with it. So once I have an eye socket that I really like, that I think looks just perfect, I can actually replicate it. So I don't have to redraw it perfectly for the other side. What I can do is I can click on that layer and select duplicate. So now I have two. Now I'm on the duplicate right now. I'm going to click on that layer again, and I'm going to choose transform. Now at the bottom, I get some new options: flip horizontal, flip vertical, and fit to view. I'm going to choose flip horizontal, and now with two fingers, I'm going to pull it to the left and mirror exactly what I had. So it's really awesome that in this app we can quickly duplicate and replicate something that we're really happy with. So you can do this for other elements in your design later for this project as well. I'm going to go ahead and select a new draw layer for the nose. So I'm going to keep the main elements on different layers. So if I ever want to adjust them, I can quickly kind of turn them off, or I can delete them. So the nose is usually like an upside down heart kind of shape. Again, once I'm happy with how it looks, I will fill it in. I can click and hold to fill the empty space, or I can just fill it in with my brush. Now I'll grab one more layer I'm going to grab a draw layer and draw in some teeth. So I'm just going to really quickly put in some teeth. Again, doing this on a new layer in case I want to make changes to it. It gives me a little bit more freedom to make adjustments without impacting areas that I really like, that I'm really happy with. So I might just, too big, make my eraser smaller, clean up this little edge a little bit. Okay, so now that we have some teeth, I'm gonna zoom back out, and I'm going to grab another draw layer. Now I'm gonna focus on adding designs and details. So one thing I like about sugar skulls is they usually have lots of flowers. So I think I'm going to start by putting some flowers at the top and on the sides of my skull design. So I'm going to start by just kind of drawing in some petals. I'll fill in, make it really full, add some details. When we create our slab sugar skulls, some areas will be carved and some areas will be added for details. So for the flowers, I might add clay for the petals and I might carve some details inside them. I also could add some vines and leaves to these as well, just creating more detail, more visual interest, and kind of connecting design elements throughout the skull. I might go ahead and create some details around the eyes. So maybe I kind of carve out these circles when I'm working in my slab. I might come down here to the chin and add some hearts. I've seen sugar skulls that have kind of like eye patches, so maybe I decide I want to change one of my eyes to an eye patch. Who knows? You can see in the examples I have, there's lots of detail. Really filling the space is what we want to achieve. And so I would continue my design until I felt really happy with it. I personally like them to be symmetrical, but that is totally up to you. If I wanted, I could draw that flower on a new layer and multiply it, duplicate it just like we did with the eyes. So that's always an option as well. So lots of detail to add and lots of personalization you could do for your sugar skull as well. So once I felt like it was really fully finished, I would double click on the image layer that has my inspiration to turn the eye off. I would then go to the upper right hand share button, share the image to my camera roll, and then I would go ahead and select that image when I go to submit on Canvas.